When come to the separate administration, we have demand you deal with legislature. That is the demand of the Kuki people.
If the center does not pay any attention to their demands, then what?
They need to pay. It is a must. They all know that we cannot live together. How can there be? How can they put us together under the same umbrella of the government? It is a must, I should say. Separate administration should be given to the people.
Will you continue to protest or demand?
Of course, we will continue on protesting until and unless our demand is fulfilled. We don't allow the Métis to enter in the hill areas. As we all know, as the whole world knows, since May 3rd, 2023, the Métis people are the ones who have driven us out from the valley, from Imphal, and they have killed us in the Imphal valley. They have burned our churches, they have paraded us naked, they have killed our daughters, they have molested them, they have raped them and killed them, and they are the ones who shouted us to go back to our hills, to our place. So, since from there, the buffer zone has already created, and we need to respect the sanctity of the buffer zone as well. We don't enter in the Imphal Valley, and they are also not allowed to come to the hill areas in the pretext of whether religious matter or whatever the matters may be. We cannot go and worship our God in Imphal. They have burned down our churches. They have already destroyed the churches. We never had a plan to go and worship God in the valley, that is in Imphal. Same as they are not allowed to come out to the hill areas. They are not allowed, they are never allowed to cross the buffer zone. So this is why we keep on protesting. And one more thing I would like to add is, the situation has compelled us to demand separate administration. It is not from our own organization, but it is from them only that the situation, as they have driven us out from the Imphal Valley, the situation has compelled us to demand separate administration, as we cannot be together with them anymore. So until and unless separate administration is given to us by the central government, peace cannot be forced upon the hill people, the Kuki people.
Well, this is the second time we are protesting. The Kuki women unitedly come here to protest against this free movement. Okay, as per the question, we are demanding this political solution because as a mother, as a woman, we are very much concerned about our future generation. Yes, there has been a lot of political talks that has been initiated from the central government side, but we refuse for a peace talk because there is no guarantee and there is no security today. If we agree to go for a peace talk without any political solution, then what will happen later on? Who will be responsible if this crisis, there is an outbreak of another crisis again, then we will be the one losing out. So we have a trust deficit ever since the outbreak of this crisis, and we will never go ahead for a peace talk unless there is a political demand for the Kuki people. And as a minority tribal community in Manipur, according to the Constitution of India, there has been an article laid out for to preserve the tribal rights and also the life of a tribal. There is a provision set already. So as a citizen of India, if such provision is already set, since our life is endangered, we have every right to demand for a political solution, which I think is not wrong for us as a citizen of India, because so much life has been lost, so much property, land has been lost already in the process. So what will be our future guarantee, which is the reason why only a separate administration with legislative power is the only security that we have, and that is the only option left for us as per the Constitution of India. So if there is, if you're not met with this demand of separate administration, then our people will continue to protest, because this is also a violation of human rights, because we also do have a fundamental rights laid out for the minority section of in Indian citizen. So as a citizen of India, we will continue to fight for our rights. We will continue to fight for our well-being, because our children, our upcoming future generation, if today we don't fight, then the same thing they would go through, and there is no security for the future. So as a mother today, all the Kuki-Zo women had gathered here to protest and show our agitation against this free movement, because we demand the central government to take and consider this seriously and to focus on our demand, so that we also can live in peace. We have every right to live in peace here, and we demand for peace with a political solution from the central government. The separate administration with a legislative power.
What separate administration? UT or 6 schedule or whatever?
That is the demand. We had first demand for union territory, or either of them, because whichever is laid out for us, it is already there as a provision. Either we can demand a union territory, or with a legislative power with 6 schedule demand. These are the demands which are already laid out for us. So now it is time for us to, the need of an hour is that because of the outbreak of this crisis, we are compelled to demand for such. Otherwise, when before the outbreak of crisis, we were living in peace together with the Meitei. There was a free movement. The Meitei can come to the hillside and perform a ritual. They can go for pilgrimage. Likewise, even the tribals were allowed to settle in the valley. But ever since the outbreak of crisis, it is not us we demand for this separate administration in the first place, but we were compelled, as they has driven us away from our home. Then today we strongly oppose their movement towards any Kuki-Zo hill territorial area unless there is a political solution. So anybody who trespasses this, it is with their own life at risk.